Bum, 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 bum. There you are. We've been looking for you. Oh, it's you. What's the matter this time? I already told you not to come any further onto the island or the settlement might give you trouble. Sure, except we haven't seen the settlement anywhere around here. So what's really going on? She's got the red highlights with the... It's not really blue, it's more green. I was gonna say just like the Fire Emblem Engage protagonist, but her hair is more like green than blue. It's like a green blue. Climbing up on us, huh? Something's definitely fishy about all this. Abnormal. I suppose kids these days just don't care for the flavor. Why would you ask such a thing? We're mana wielders, so we can see it, and not just in the fruit either. There's Grieger energy all over the island. Ah, is that so? Then you're the mana users I've heard so much about. And since you can see this island for what it is, there's no need for me to play at being human anymore. What do you mean? I told you before, but this place is called Fuling Island. Yord of the Trident created it long ago to be an undying orchard, one that would be bountiful for all eternity. Humans, blinded by their own greed, would then try to exploit it for far more than they needed. The idea was to use that greed to serve our own ends, so whoever eats the fruit from this island eventually becomes a deathless Grieger themselves. Just like my cute little pet, miming here. Miming? Miming? Turn any humans that arrive on the island to Grieger, that's the order the Trident gave. Miming and I ended up here because of a shipwreck. He started off only as a pup, but he kept eating one fruit after another, and now look at him. I'm sure it won't be long before you all start to change too. Blood and Thunder Yord again, always sticking thorns in our sides. Your circumstances don't matter to me. All I'm concerned with is following the Trident's orders. And now you've exposed the island's secret, your fate is sealed. Let's do it, Adol. This is weird, by the way. Get out of here. You know what I need? I need another revenge gauge increase. I should probably go look on the Sandras and see if there's another revenge gauge comb. Because I feel like we've been at 2.4 for quite a while. Come at me, bro. Dumb idiot. Never stood a chance. Alright, we gotta start using Boomerang Axe because I want to get this Frozen Fling by the time we get to 55. Come at me. That was way too early. Too easy. I thought you were gonna turn into a Grieger, honestly. I thought you were like a Grieger disguising as a human. Maybe that is what you are, but I thought you were gonna join the fight. That wasn't too tough. Are you alright, Miming? His wounds won't heal. So it's true. Mana users really can defeat the undead. Can we even talk this out? And that was us going easy, too. I never go easy. Of course, we can change that if you're still keen on duking it out. Fine, I surrender, but not out of any desperation to live, mind you. I just hate to say goodbye to Miming like this is all. And maybe now you'll be willing to spill the beans. Eating only a few won't trigger a transformation. It's more that the potential of becoming a Grieger gradually accumulates with every bite. Either way, if you have the power of mana, the effects of the fruit will wear off, or so I think. I'm not part of the Trident, so I can't speak with any authority on the matter. Our powers should have been able to cure it, but I guess we can't relax completely yet. Let's put it like this then. Is there any way to completely prevent someone that ate the fruit from becoming a Grieger? I honestly couldn't say. Honestly, there are 2 others on the island who may have some ideas. So there are other islanders besides you. I thought the settlement story was just a lie. It was, but you would have found it unusual if a person who clearly resides here told you there wasn't one, no? We're neither human nor Grieger. Our existence lies somewhere in between, okay? Miming and I were already barely clinging to life when we washed up here and our bodies succumbed not long after. But because we had eaten a bit of the fruit, our souls remained behind. We're no longer living, we merely exist. You're unsent? Oh yeah? I imagine my 2 fellow islanders are idling their time away somewhere. If you're so curious, why not go talk to them? As if we need your permission. I'm worried about Gren, so let's go see what we can find out. This whole island's a mystery anyway, wouldn't hurt to explore it a bit more. Sure thing. Chat, she's an unsent. It's crazy.
Okay,
It always comes back to Final Fantasy X. So many times. You'd be surprised. I mean, Even at the most unexpected times, FF10 has its way of rearing its head. Alright, go back here. So now I can do something with this, I assume? This path's completely blocked. We could probably share this thing if we went all out, but it'd still be tough going. One way to find out, just try doing it. These situations? Meaning what? Smashing rocks? Oh, I getcha. Want to call him over to help, is that it? If only we had Yufa's Valkyrie hammer gift. Oh, Dogi can just punch it down, no big deal. So this is the boulder you guys want me to smash, huh? Not quite the same as a wall, but these fists ain't too picky. Thanks for getting me in on this. Yeah, if Falcom can't make you playable, they can make you do stuff like this, punching giant rocks down. Of course. Besides, I can use some limbering up every now and again. Wow, you got a real track record for this. My only question is, why'd you bring half the crew with you? When I told them I was going ashore, they insisted on tagging along no matter what I said. Damn it all, how could you just dupe us like that? I'm gonna be okay though, right? Right? Tell me, I'm not gonna wake up one morning all blue-haired and gray-skinned. Who knows? I can't say anything for certain. Oh, give me a break. While we're on the subject, none of the fruit from this island has been circulating around Nobilia Gulf, has it? VSA, pirate or merchant ships, for example. I'm just wondering if we might slowly be turning into Grieger without even knowing it. Don't say that. I'm already a nervous wreck after eating just 2 of them. And remind me whose fault that was again? Oh, so that's how you're gonna be. I mean, Granny's kinda got you there. I don't believe it's ever been distributed outside the island. As a matter of fact, this island was all but non-existent until just recently. Even the occasional ships that did manage to wander their way here had their entire crews turned into Grieger. Well, that's a relief. Or wait, there's something good about all that? If I may ask, Nana? You'll continue to help Adol and the princess with this, won't you? Bren is very important to all of us, and we would want to make sure he'll be okay. Probably the reason Adol and Karja decided to spar with you. Or spare you, not spar with you. So maybe keep that in mind, yeah? I'm well aware. Nothing but love for Graham with this bunch. Now we gotta make extra sure not to let him down. Alright, first things first, let's get this path opened up. Give me some space, everybody. Yeah, waste no time. You're a total beast, Dogi, and yet Falcom doesn't make him playable. Not half bad, big fella. They don't call me the Wall Crusher for nothing. So normally I'd ask to join you in exploring the place, but they don't want me to be a playable character, so you know how it is. Which means this job is one better left to you mana users, huh? Guess the rest of us will head back to the ship then. I sure would like to give you a piece of my mind and then some, but since you're cooperating with Adol and Karja for the time being, I'll just say keep it up and leave it at that. So be it, not that I go as far as to call it cooperating. What's the matter? My stomach just started hurting like crazy all of a sudden. We should go back to the ship and have the doc look him over. For sure. We'll see you two later. Good luck with the investigation. Thanks, we got this. You don't think Gren will actually... Nah, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's odd, but something about this feels vaguely nostalgic to me. What, you mean Gren and them? Yes. I could have sworn I'd forgotten what it was to be human. Anyhow, Gren's counting on us to figure out a way to keep him from going Grieger. Let's move on and find those other islanders. This chick and her nonsense are so bizarre. And people call the near future storyline from Live Alive bizarre. Oh. I can hold this. You guys are just able to push down a tree stump or a tree branch, whatever, or a bridge. Sure. Armor Star Plus. How fun. We have to look at the release line once we get to 49 now. Yogi is playable in some of the older ones? Oh, is he really? Well, that makes my joke even funnier. At least they tried it. Could have fooled me, I never knew Dogi was ever playable. You can tell how little I know about this franchise. Yeah, free solid or whatever? Wait, that's the chest. I want to go up here first. Bum, 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 bum. What's up, loser? Work on Boomerang Axe, because we need to get that frozen fling move. There is a exclamation mark in both of these areas. Hold on. I really hate how slow this thing goes uphill. I mean, it makes sense, but I wish there was just an accelerate button. Hello. He's got the same hair color, the red highlights and everything. Ah, it's you people. I was watching from a distance, so I already know the sitch. What's the sitch? Kim Possible was my jam back then. Holy cow, what a throwback. You're the ones Nana took for a ride, aye? Not too pleased to hear you put it that way, but if you're all caught up, then we can cut to the chase. Do you know how to stop someone from becoming a Grieger? Let me think. Don't know if it's related or not, but I'm familiar with a rather unusual phenomenon. You see, I've been watching the weather around these parts for nearly 100 years straight now. What? You spent all that time just staring at the sky? Sure, there was nothing else to do, nor anything I wanted to do, so what the hey? It's not as if we'd ever be able to leave this island, anyway. Still seems like an odd choice even for being stranded here. I wouldn't expect you living folk to understand. Everything seems to matter so little once all the hardships and rigors are gone. Well, whatever. Back to what you're gonna tell us. Did I spell Karja's name with a C for a video? That was not intentional, no. I probably just forgot how to spell her name. For that one video. I was probably rendering, and editing really fast. I'll have to fix that. Right. On the night of a typhoon, I saw a tree get struck by lightning and turn into normal for instant. Reckon it was on the far end of the island, over on the high cliff top. The undead energy took it back over just after a few minutes, but I recall thinking it was pretty extraordinary. Lightning, huh? Natural energy like that is also present in mana. Maybe there's a connection? Not sure about the boy, but you're a Norman, ain't you, Les? Seeing the flames of ambition in your eyes really takes me back for some reason. Nana said something similar. Actually, now that I get a look at it, wait. Now that I get a look at your getup, are you a pirate? I haven't been out to sea for a century now, though. Looking back, this might even be my punishment for betraying my local crewmates and scampering off on my own. That's how I ended up carried away by the ocean and washed ashore on the island. I managed to survive off the fruit, but eventually the injuries I got while adrift must have taken their toll. And now nothing's left of me but my immortal soul. Oh, existing forever with no real purpose sure does grow dull. I'm getting depressed just listening to this guy. We asked him the answer, let's look for the other person now. Kim Possible, call me, beat me if you want to reach me. That was a really good show. This is not a popular opinion. I liked Kim Possible, I did. I was definitely more of an American Dragon kind of guy, but I did like Kim Possible. Unfortunate that American Dragon only got 2 seasons, but that was quite a show. Impossible was also really good, though. You can never go wrong with it. It's a classic. Hello there. Did you purr? What do you mean? Purr? Give me some context. What are you talking about? Occasionally I'll meow when I see a cat. Is there a fishing pond somewhere around here? No? I'll be on my way.
Eat this!
My word, are you humans? Are you unsent? What in the world brings you here? Sin's toxin! I'll explain everything that happened with Nana. I see, Nana has always been one to strive toward the Trident's orders. Meanwhile, I wasn't even aware that we have visitors. Sorry, but we're gonna need your help actually. Do you know any way to stop someone from turning into a Grieger? Let me see. Can't promise it's relevant, but there was an incident that bothered me once. Just so you're aware, the Trident's underlings come by periodically to collect provisions. See, to the Grieger, the fruit that grows here is both satisfying and rejuvenating. Huh, is that so? Maybe we should burn it all down later. Yes! No, we should do it. I'm with you, Karja. In any case, it's our duty to gather the harvest and present it to them. We may be merely souls now, but we can still materialize with enough concentration. Once when I was in the middle of gathering, they scolded me saying not to mix in any bad fruit. What was it that you mixed in exactly? A golden apple that I picked from a tree on the far side of the island? A golden apple? That's rarer than rare. Quite so, though to be fair, I'd never even seen any apple trees in the island before to begin with. I'm sure they must be growing somewhere around here still. How dare they hate apples, if true. Honestly, I can't say I recall one way or another. After all, I'm indifferent about most everything these days. At any rate, sounds like it could be worth searching for one of those golden apples. If the Grieger hate them so much, they have the opposite effect of the rest of the fruit on the island. She picked it from a tree on the far end of the island, so that's probably where we ought to head next. What is this, SMT5 with the Idun apples? Putting that aside, you, the red-haired boy, the sights of you put me ill at ease for some reason. It almost makes me feel as though I'm frittering my time away. Makes sense. Adol spends every free moment he's got trying to drive into some adventure or another. He's got 10... This is his 10th book. That brings back old memories, oddly enough, how hectic and driven I was back then. In my efforts to obtain aristocratic levels of outrageous wealth, I found a trading company and worked tirelessly morning, noon, and night. And one day I purchased sea, despite knowing it was a reckless move at the time, all in an effort to outdo my competitors. As a result, my ship sank and I found myself stranded here, and now just look at me. I was so frustrated at first, knowing I'd never been able to finish my life's work, but over time I simply stopped caring. Everyone on the island seems kinda out of it, in one way or another. Anyhow, wanna head for the far side of the island next? Sure thing. This little quest seems to never end.
Okay, let's ride.
Here's my fishing
Seems
pond.
we got fish in the water. Something's off.
Seems
Might
we
wanna monosense
do.
around.
No, we're fishing first. Make up your mind, Karja.
Maybe I'll throw a few lines.
Lilo and Stitch's show was really good. Lilo and Stitch in general is such a good movie. Such a good movie, and the show was a worthy follow-up. I agree.
Got a bite!
Lilo and Stitch 1 is probably like one of the best Disney animated movies. It's definitely one of my favorites. The first one especially. The second one was like okay, but the first one's like unrivaled. It was like
Here we
really
go.
good.
I'll help out.
That's not
Okay,
right.
let's reel it
Come
in.
here, you!
My favorite animated
Seems
movie,
about right.
like that's not like Pixar, probably is always going to be Aladdin though. I absolutely adore Aladdin. Which is probably like a fact that a lot of people don't know. I don't talk about it much, but like Aladdin is probably still my favorite like animated Disney movie. Pixar though, probably goes to Incredibles. Incredibles is really
Okay,
good.
let's ride. All right.
Bum 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 bum. Let's go this way. Oh yeah, the live action Lilo and Stitch. I'll probably watch it. Meet the Robinsons is also really good. I like that movie as well. It's probably up there. I really like Meet the Robinsons as well. That's a good one. I forget Meet the Robinsons is Disney. Is it? No, it's not, right? Is it? It's not Disney, is it? I don't actually know. Is it considered Disney? I mean, it's on Disney Plus, I think, so it should be, right? Anyway, I like Meet the Robinsons. That's another good movie. And here's gigantic boulder number 2. I can feel wind blowing through the gaps. Could be that there's a cave past here. Destroying this boulder should open up more of the island to explore. But this one looks a lot harder than the last. Seems like it could be a real struggle to bust through. If you want to try asking Dogi again, no telling if he can break it or not.